review of the Summer Vacation Sewing Series, Episode 1. Before I get into this episode, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning person, thank you so much for your continued support. All right, let's get into it. Last summer, Talisha of Creativity by T and I put together season 1 of the Summer Vacation Sewing Series. And in this series, we shared 4 amazing garments that we felt were perfect for the mature, classy, sophisticated woman going on her vacation. Well, we are right back at it again, friends, with season 2. And in this season, we are adding a splash of color with some playful looks. And we hope that you enjoy the garments that we have selected to share with you in this series. Now, if you are new to this series, we do encourage you to go back to last summer and check out the episodes that we created and shared from last summer. Now, this first episode is actually going to be the summer dress, and I cannot tell you how important it is to me to have a classy dress to wear on my summer vacation. All of my looks were created with the inspiration of resort wear because in my imagination, the perfect vacation is to go to a resort and just live out my best life, okay? So the dress that I made was truly inspired by what I'd like to be wearing on a resort. I will share that I did wear the things that I made on my summer vacation, and I was able to capture a couple of videos and clips here and there, but I also did some photographs in my yard here at my house. For the dress, Talisha and I were both drawn to the same style of dress, and we thought it would be really fun to give you a couple of options. Now, we know that some of you only sew Big 5 patterns and some of you only sew indie patterns, so she's going to be giving you a Big 5 pattern and I'll be giving you an indie pattern. So you'll have some options if you decide to make a similar style dress. The dress that I selected is the Seamwork Leighanne dress, and that's the dress here on my mannequin to my left. I love this dress, spoiler alert. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you all of the details about how I constructed this dress, and also I'll be letting you know some of the challenges that I had and some changes that I'll be making for the future. Included in that, you will get some pictures at the end of what the garment looks like on my body as I move around in it. All right, let's get into this review. At the beginning of summer, I decided to resubscribe to Seamwork. Seamwork is an online pattern company that has a monthly subscription where you can actually receive a new pattern every single month. Sometimes they have 2 patterns that they release in a month. And you can also access their catalog of patterns that they've released over the past few years. I think it's a fantastic subscription service, and I really enjoy sewing up their patterns. The pattern that I selected is the Seamwork Leighanne, and I will insert pictures of what this looks like on the screen. Leighanne is described as a dreamy empire waist dress with gathered skirt, clustered darts and princess seams. It gives a lined bodice, a tailored appearance, and the skirt is finished with a faced hem, and it has side splits. The double strap on the front is a flirty detail, and the adjustable straps on the back ensure a comfortable fit. This dress closes with an invisible zipper, and the skirt has side seam pockets, which, girls, you know I love a dress with pockets, okay? All right, so this is a really great pattern that is very size inclusive. One thing that's really wonderful about Seamwork patterns is that they have 2 different size ranges, and with your subscription you have access to both size ranges. There is the 00 to size 18, and then there is a size 12 through size 30. Now for the 00 to size 18, the cup size is a C, and on the size 12 to 30, the cup size is a double D. For the size range for the 00 to 18, the smallest size, being a 00, is a 32 bust, 24 waist, and a 34 hip. The 18 is a 46 bust with a 38 waist and a hip of 48. For the size 12 to 30, the size 12 is a 40 bust, 33 waist, and a 44 hip. And for the largest size, size 30, the bust is a 60, the waist is a 53, and the hip is a 64. This size range will be appropriate for lots of different people, and I love that about Seamwork patterns, that they do have lots of inclusive sizes. The fabric recommendation for this pattern is a light to medium fabric type, and it lists linen, chambray, batik, lawn, rayon, challis, crepes and tinsels, and I chose to do a rayon linen blend, and I'm really happy with my choice. In my opinion, linen is like the perfect fabric for a summer vacation, so quite a few of my pieces in my collection will be made from linen. This pattern comes with 9 pattern pieces. Obviously some of them are going to be doubled up, and I think that that is a really good number of pattern pieces for a relatively quick sew. And this pattern is rated as an intermediate pattern, and the cool thing is that most of Seamwork patterns actually come with a sew along, and the sew alongs are very detailed, which is fantastic, and they usually have timestamps so that you can click around in the sewing tutorial so that you can go to the areas where you think you need more assistance if you don't want to watch the entire sew along all the way through. I think that's very helpful. This pattern took me about 3 hours to sew up. That does not include the time that I spent cutting out the pieces, but I think considering that the bodice is lined and it has some really beautiful finishing on the inside, and I made straps, that 3 hours is a really good amount of time to spend sewing a dress. I did have to go in the next day after I made the dress to make some adjustments, but even my adjustments didn't take very long. I did have a new sewing experience by making this pattern, and that is that I had never done clustered darts in a bodice before. As you can see here on the dress, or maybe you can't see it, but you'll be able to see it when I insert pictures. There are 2 darts on each side of the bodice. It's a beautiful feature, which I hadn't seen before, and I like the shaping that it gives to the dress. I want to talk to you about some of the challenges that I found with sewing up this dress, and I want to be clear that these are challenges that I personally found with fitting my body. It has nothing to do with the way that the pattern is drafted or the instructions for the pattern. The instructions for the pattern are very clear and easy to follow, and I love Seamwork patterns because they are so good at illustrating each step in the pattern process. As you can see, there are large illustrations for each step in the sewing process, so that's extremely helpful, especially if you are someone on the newer side of sewing. I think that you will really enjoy how well they describe each step in the pattern, and as you can see there, even the smallest details has a really great illustration. So it definitely had nothing to do with the instructions for the pattern. However, I had some serious issues with fitting my body. I chose to make a size 10, and the reason why I chose a 10 is because I looked at my finished garment measurements and it closely matched what my current body measurements are. And so for the bust of a size 10, it says 38 5/8 inch, and for the waist a 34. So my full bust is a 38 and my waist is about a 32 to 34 depending on weight fluctuation. And so I felt like a size 10 would be perfect. However, I found that it was pretty big on me. So when I make another version of the dress, I will size down to a size 8. Now, some cases when I have made a size that's too big, I just make small adjustments on the pattern pieces rather than taking it down an entire size. But in this case, I think I actually could go down to a size 8. Another issue that I found with fit is that, and this comes along with pretty much every dress that I make that has spaghetti straps or any type of tie feature or just regular straps on the shoulders, I have very short shoulders. I don't have a very long body or a long torso, so a lot of times I have to shorten straps by a lot. And while this dress pattern does come with slighter adjustments so that you can increase and decrease the length of your straps, I found by making the straps the length of the pattern pieces that it was so long that even on the tightest setting of the strap, I still find myself pulling it on my shoulders or hiking up my boobs because my straps want to fall off of my narrow, small shoulders, okay? So in the future, I will probably take a couple of inches off of the straps in order to make it to where I can use those adjusters on the strap to tighten and loosen it. Now, if I wear an undershirt, which I do plan to wear either a t-shirt or a tank top underneath so that I can wear this to work and not have to worry about a strapless bra, I do believe that it will fit and stay in place just nice. Because the fabrics will be touching each other, kind of keeping them in place. However, on my smooth shoulders, they just want to fall off a bit. So that is something that I struggled with regards to fit. And honestly, the skirt portion of the dress, the size 10 is probably going to be fine to make in the future. If I size down, it won't really matter either way, because as you see, the skirt is gathered on this dress. However, the issue that I had was with the bodice, and you may not be able to see this, but there is a tiny bit of stitching here where I had to fold the dress in one time and stitch it down in order to make it fit. Another issue that I found is that for myself, being a busty woman, I have a heavy duty bra. And so with my strapless bras, my bra band is pretty thick. It's about this thick. And where the dress falls on me, it easily shows the top portion of my bra. I will insert a clip or picture so that you can see what that looks like when I forgot to adjust my dress before taking pictures. So finding the right bra to wear with this dress was a bit of a challenge for me because all of my bras are pretty big and thick in order to accommodate the heftiness of my breast. So that was an issue. But as you can see, I have folded the fabric over here and stitched it down. And the reason why I did that is because I didn't have time to deconstruct the dress, size it down, and then put the dress back together. So this is essentially a wearable muslin, but it is a very beautiful wearable muslin. So that is something that I will definitely fix in the future. I'm going to turn the mannequin around so that you can see the adjustable straps and also my zipper. This is what the dress looks like from behind, and as you can see, the adjustments are all the way at the top of the straps and can't be tightened anymore. I do like the sliders and the O-rings that I purchased from Amazon. They are really nice, and I think they'll be durable and last a very long time. Overall, I love the way this dress looks. It's absolutely beautiful. However, in these years of sewing, and it doesn't matter the number of times that I have installed an invisible zipper, I still cannot nail it down. I'm really struggling with it, friends, and I don't know why. So I have a partially invisible zipper here. As you can see at the top of my zipper, you can see that it is white. I didn't have a zipper this color, and I used something in my stash. Hopefully with more and more practice, I will get better at installing invisible zippers, but this is still a struggle for me, friends. So as you can see the top part of the zipper. It's not a huge deal. I'm not going to get bent out of shape over it, but it is definitely something that I'm working on mastering. But I just really love the way these gathers look on the body. It pretty much fits my body the way that it fits the mannequin in this way. I think it's very flowy and gorgeous. And one of the cool things about this pattern is that there was actually another pattern released at the same time that goes along with this dress, and it is a really beautiful cover-up that you can tie in the front. I'll insert a picture so you can see what that looks like. So if you wanted to sew both the dress and the cover-up, that would be perfect for a resort wear dress, because you can actually take that cover-up to dinner. If your shoulders get cold, you can tie it up and still be able to show off all of these beautiful gathers on the dress. Such a lovely, lovely dress. I will definitely make this dress again because it is so beautiful. And in the future, I will make a size 8, which is going down a size. And I will also adjust the straps by reducing the length by a couple of inches. And I think that that will just make it the perfect dress for me. This pattern is drafted for someone that is 5'8", so it is a bit long on me, but I actually like the way it lands on my body. But in the future, I could definitely see myself making a mini dress version of this, and I think that would be so cute. One of my favorite things about this dress is the hem facing. I just think it looks so neat. If you look closely here, you can see how nice and gorgeous it's finished off. I chose to use my serger to finish all the sewing seams, and I used a rainbow irrigated thread, and I think that looks really pretty. But I just think that it looks so clean and nice on the outside of the garment by using that hem facing. Hopefully you can see this, and you'll be able to see really well in the pictures that I insert. I just think that it gives such a professional look to the dress. And I also love that the bodice is lined so beautifully. I'll take the dress off the mannequin so that you can see what the inside looks like, but I just think it's a really beautifully constructed dress. And I love all the special details that go into making this dress. So as you can see, this is the inside of the dress. It is fully lined and gorgeous. It actually looks like the outside of the dress, which is beautiful. So really beautiful finishes on this dress, and I'm very proud about the way that it came together. Another really great feature about this dress is how big and deep the pockets are. You can put so much in these pockets. So it's perfect for a resort style dress. If you don't want to carry a purse, you can throw your room key, your lipstick, your inhaler, whatever it is that you need right here in these deep pockets. And in some of the pictures, you can't even tell, but my pockets are loaded with stuff because I didn't want to carry a purse and my camera. I really love this dress. There are some beautiful details about it. I think that it has some gorgeous professional looking finishes, and I highly recommend this pattern. I'm going to insert some pictures so that you can see what the dress looks like on my body. I want to first share the photos that I tried to take when I was on vacation. My son actually helped me take these pictures, but it was so windy and my dress was blowing around. We were in South Lake Tahoe, and quite a few of my pictures, my dress was just blowing or the lighting was off. So many issues. So I did go out and take more pictures this morning to try to capture what the dress looks like without it blowing around. So the pictures I took this morning were at the beach near my home, and you'll be able to see what the dress looks like on my body as I move around. And I really do love the way this dress looks on me. I do want to pair it though with a tank top or an undershirt in the future so that I can get more wears out of it, since I do have the concern about my strapless bra showing. So I don't want to have to be fiddling with that as I'm wearing it. So I'll probably end up wearing something underneath the dress so that I don't have to worry about the bra. But I also will be on the hunt for a really nice lower cut bra so that that doesn't show in my garments. All in all, I really love the way this dress came out. I highly recommend this pattern, and I will be sewing it again with my modifications. I really do hope that you enjoyed hearing about the Leighanne dress, and if you did, please do give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. Make sure you head over to Talisha of Creativity by T's channel, which will be linked below, so that you can check out her dress that she made using a Big 5 pattern. Also, come back to my channel next week where I will be revealing to you the next garment in the series. I hope you have a wonderful day and a fantastic summer. Talk to you soon. Bye.